Now we're going to peek the enemy red buff. We're able to drop that. We're going to rotate back mid. Here comes a weak Mercury. We're going to miss our 1, hit him with a 3, but he's immune because of his ultimate. We're going to use our ultimate. He's one shot. And now we're going to try to wait it out again. And we're able to clean him up with our 2. Rama's here. We get some good damage onto him. He's very weak. Poseidon's able to clean him up. We're going to hit this Khepri with our 3. And we're able to clean up the Khepri with our 1. What do, skibbity boo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we're doing a skin showcase for the Shredder Ravana skin. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for some more content. If you are a returning viewer, I do sometimes interchange Ravana and Ravana. I mean the same character, you know what I mean. Ravana is a strong early game assassin who has a slow and a root. He's really good at locking enemies down and setting up for teammates. Let's go ahead and jump into Ravana's kit. Ravan's 1, Piranha Onslaught. Ravan's going to throw a powerful punch in a cone attack that's going to deal damage and slow enemies by 25%. The slow duration is going to last for 2.5 seconds. Ravana's 2, Overhead Kick. Ravana performs a high kick, sending a shockwave forward to damage all enemies in a line. It's going to increase his movement speed by 50% and render him CC and damage immune for the duration. It lasts for 1 second. Ravana's 3, 10 Hand Shadow Fist. Ravana's fists fly forward, damaging and passing through minions and damaging and rooting the first enemy god hit. Ravana heals for each enemy hit with a maximum damage source for the heal of 1 god and up to 3 minions. The root is going to last for 1.25 seconds. At level 1 it's going to be a 10 heal, and then at level 5 it's going to be a 70 heal. Ravana's ultimate, Mystic Rush. Ravana's going to leap to a target location, damaging all enemies in the area and applying a debuff to enemy gods that increase the damage they take from all sources by 10%. After landing, Ravana receives a buff that reduces the damage he takes from all sources. At level 1 this is going to be a 10% damage mitigation, and at level 5 this is going to be a 30% damage mitigation. And Ravana's passive, Chain of Blows. Successful basic attacks and abilities against an enemy adds to Ravana's combo chain. Each time his chain reaches 8, he receives a shield equal to 5% of his maximum health as well as 3% movement speed. This can stack up to 3 times. We're trying to steal the enemy red buff. We miss our 3. We're able to apply the slow onto the Mercury. We do have our blink here in a second. We're probably going to use it if we need it. Up, and Mercury makes it easy for us and just walks back right to us. So now we've taken care of the enemy jungler, we're going to go ahead and invade the enemy red buff. If you can, you want to hit the speed. Oh, here comes Khepri. We got to run. Not necessarily run, but we're able to confirm the red. We do need to pull back, get a little bit of heal for Poseidon. We're going to hit the Khepri with our 1. That's going to slow him by 25%. Ideally, we want to hit speed, blue, then harpies. Use our Hand of the God on the harpies, and then try to invade the enemy red buff. If we can't, we just want to fall back and get our red buff. If we can, well, we're in a good situation. And we're also helping our mid laner. We're preventing the enemy mid laner from getting XP, and we're also getting a little bit of XP for our mid laner. We're going to go ahead, rotate back mid, clean up this wave with our mid laner. When attacking enemy jungle camps before the 15-minute mark, we're going to gain reduced gold and XP than if we were to hit our minion camps. So hitting our red buff actually gives us more than hitting the enemy red buff. However, hitting the enemy red buff will prevent the enemy from getting any XP, so it's always helpful to try to steal it. We're going to go ahead and pick up our tier 2 boots. Tier 2 boots are going to provide us a little bit of power and some movement speed. Then we're going to go ahead and start another rotation. Ravana does have an attack chain. It is a strong hit, weak hit, stronger than normal hit. So we have a 69, 46, then a 117.
I'm going for jungle buff.
We're going to let our solo laner know that we're going for blue so they can try to come back and get some of this gold and XP. We got the first blood, which means we have an additional 500 gold in our pocket. We put a point into our ultimate. We're going to try to help out this Alpwash. We're going to blink in. We're going to use our ultimate. We land on one. We hit the 3 and then the slow, and then we're able to get a double kill. So unfortunately, we were not able to save our Alpwash, but we were able to clean up 2 people. We're going to go ahead and rotate out. We're going to hit Totem of Coup. I usually don't think Totem of Coup is worth it. As the jungler, you usually want to kind of zoom around the map, try to get more camps. The Totem of Coup is not going to provide you any XP. I think I have comms with our mid laner this game, and he's like, I need Totem of Coup, so I stopped and hit it. Since we're a little late in our rotation to mid, we're just going to rotate to our red buff. We're going to rotate back mid, clean up this wave with our mid laner. Scylla's here. We're going to try to get some poke onto her. She's able to dash away. So if Poseidon can hit his 3, Scylla will not be able to dash away because Poseidon's 3 has a cripple. We're going to go ahead and clean up the mid harpies. We do want to back here in a little bit. I don't know why we started our back, moved around a little bit, and then continued our back. We're going to go ahead and pick up the warrior Tabi. So Ravana's passive would make you think you want to build attack speed on him, but I think he's better suited with an ability based build. We're going to go ahead and hit our blue buff, let our Alpwash know. We're going to rotate up, see if the enemy blue buff is there. Just looking at our team comp, up. Sun Wukong's here. We get some good poke onto him. Oh, we miss our 2. Unfortunate. We have our ult, we try to blink in, we're thinking about ulting him, and we realize that's not a good idea. So we're just going to back up. We lose a lot of health for that decision. We should be able to take the enemy blue buff right here. Up, he's stuck around a little too long. We ult him, and we're able to clean him up from over the wall. Their jungler is over in the left. So far, we've shown a little bit of love to mid and solo. We probably need to show a little love over in dual lane. We get the root onto the Scylla. She's able to dash away. Mercury's here. We're going to kind of just wiggle around a little bit. Use our 1. Poseidon ult definitely helps. We miss our 2. We get rooted by Scylla. Scylla's able to dash away. We're just going to steal this red buff. That's what we came for. That's what we're going to get. Scylla's dash should be down, but we miss our 3. That's our ultimate. We could time our 2 to where whenever we use our 2, we can avoid the damage from the Scylla ultimate. But we were able to just walk right out of it. Looks like Neath is cleaning up over in the left. But even though we haven't shown any love, it looks like she's kind of got it by herself. So after going into boots, we're going to be going into the Crusher. The Crusher is going to provide us 30 physical power, 20% attack speed, and 15 flat penetration. It has a passive that whenever we damage an enemy with an ability, it's going to deal 20 physical damage plus 15% of our power over the next 2 seconds.
I'm going for jungle buff.
We're going to go ahead and rotate to the blue buff. So we're getting 15 flat pen from the Crusher, and the way flat penetration works, let's take a look at our physical protections. We have 42, let's round that to 40. If the enemy has 40 physical protections and we have 15 flat penetration, we're going to deal damage to them as if they only had 25 physical protections. So flat penetration is a direct removal of how many protections they have. It's really effective in the early game. Bunch of people rotating over and trying to pick this out Pwash. We're going to rotate back, try to help out. We should be able to get this Khepri. Easy peasy. Mercury is still nearby. It looks like they're going for their blue buff. Outpwash says attack the minions, so I'm going to rotate right and clean up his wave. Fat archer wave for us. That's going to help us level up. Song Wukong is here. We're not sure if Outpwash is going to teleport in or if he has to walk. It looks like he's trying to teleport. So we probably only needed to hit that archer wave. We kind of did take a wave from Outpwash right there.
They didn't have a very high IQ.
Poseidon's cleaning up our red, so we're missing out on that gold and XP. It's because we went over and held a wave over and right. Khepri gets a revive. It's always nice to see that. It's a bad feeling when you have a Khepri in your game and nobody ever gets revived. We're gonna blink in, use our whoop, we get tossed. Khepri uses his ultimate. We're trying to wait out the Khepri ultimate, we get rooted, we get pulled, we get hit by Scylla, we get ulted, so that went south very, very quick. I think what we could have done right there was just kill the Mercury, have him revived by Khepri, and then ult him as soon as he comes back from the revive. We were a little too confident in our ability to not get the pick and wait out the Khepri ultimate. The Khepri ultimate also gave Mercury some additional movement speed, and Mercury's passive converts movement speed into power. I think we were going to go down either way, but just a little fun fact, Mercury probably got some additional power right there.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We're thinking about cleaning up the mid wave, but we know Outpwash needs his blue.
Man, come on!
Cancel that. Enemy ultimate down.
We're rotating back to mid. We're going to clean up these harpies. Two people over and right, ganking the Outpwash. Well, it's the Mercury and the Sun Wukong is always over and right. Our damage is about to respawn. We're going to set up a ward so we know if Scylla's going for her damage. Great ultimate by Poseidon. We're able to shoot out R3 and clean up the Scylla. Now we're going to peek the enemy red buff. We're able to drop that. We're going to rotate back mid. Here comes a weak Mercury. We're going to miss our one, hit him with a 3, but he's immune because of his ultimate. We're going to use our ultimate. He's one shot, and now we're going to try to wait it out again. And we're able to clean him up with our 2. Rama's here. We get some good damage onto him. He's very weak. Poseidon's able to clean him up. We're going to hit this Khepri with our 3. And we're able to clean up the Khepri with our 1. With their support, jungle, and their carry down, this should be a pretty free gold Fury. I think Scylla's also pushed back in mid. We're going to go ahead and work on our red buff, then go ahead and back so we can start a rotation. Our speed is up. Usually if you back whenever you have 20 seconds left on your speed timer, you can buy an item or two, go to the speed buff and arrive right as it's respawning. So we got Blink as our first relic and we got Aegis as our second relic. Taking a look at the enemy team composition, I feel like we're worried about the Mercury ult, we're worried about Rama ultimate, the Sun Wukong ultimate, and the Scylla ultimate. They do have some CC, but not a crazy amount. Plus, R2 also provides us CC immunity. We're gonna skip Harpies, go try to help this out Wash. We're gonna blink in, get a little bit of poke onto the Mercury, ult in onto the Sun Wukong, and we're able to clean him up. Mercury ulted past our tower. He's probably a little too far for us to try to chase him down, so we're just gonna clean up this wave while Alposh chases him down.
On my way.
We let Alposh know that we're going for blue buff. So after going into the Crusher, we're going to be going into Hydra's Lament. Hydra's Lament is going to provide us 40 physical power, 10% cooldown reduction, and 10 MP5. MP5 is the amount of mana you gain every 5 seconds. So we're really getting 2 mana per second. This item has 2 passives. The first one, for 8 seconds after an ability, your next basic attack will deal an additional 40% damage. In the second passive, you're going to gain 2.5 MP5 per 10% of your missing mana. There's Rama's dash, we're going to use our 3, there's his Aegis, we're going to use our 1, it's going to apply slow, we use our 2, and Khepri is able to clean up the Rama. No issue to us. We'll share the love.
I'll take care of this.
We're going to go ahead and rotate out. We don't think that's a necessarily great spot to be fighting. So Hydra's works really well on Ravana because you can slow them, get a basic attack, root them, get a basic attack, ult them, get a basic attack.
Perfection.
After going into Hydra's Lament, we're going to be going into Arondight. Arondight's going to provide us 75 physical power, 10% cooldown reduction, and it has a passive that whenever we ult, we're going to reveal all enemy gods within 120 units for 8 seconds. While moving towards enemies, we're going to gain 30% movement speed. Our next basic attack is going to deal 40 additional damage plus 30% of our power. This can only occur once every 45 seconds.
Ultimate is ready.
We're thinking about rotating on that Sun Wukong, but there's a bigger team fight going on in mid, so we're going to rotate there instead. Scylla goes down. We're going to turn our attention to the Mercury. We miss our 3. We're going to turn our attention to the Khepri since we missed our 3. We're going to ult in, get some good damage, clean him up with a basic attack. So that was damage from the Arondight and from Hydra's because we used our ultimate.
Thanks.
We're going to go ahead and clean up this red buff. I think this Shredder skin's pretty cool. I feel like out of all the characters that got skins, I remember Shredder the least. We use our 3. We're going to get a basic, get another basic or 2. We're going to keep trying to chase him down. We do have our blink and a slow in just a moment. We hit him with the slow, hit him with a few basics, hit him with our 3, and we're able to clean him up with a basic attack after our 3.
Light up my world.
Does anyone know if this Shredder model is based off of the movie or the cartoon show? I know that the original Teenage Mutant Ninja skins in the Battle Pass, like the first 60, or the first 4 that you get, are based off of the movie, and then the radical ones are based off of the TV show.
Be right back. I'll take enemy missing. Be careful, right.
I've never seen the movies. I just have vague memories of the cartoon
Enemy missing. Middle.
from when I was a kid. So after going into Arondight, we're going to be going into Heartseeker. Heartseeker is going to provide 65 power, 200 mana, 20 MP5, and 10% penetration. Whenever we deal damage to a target with an ability, we're going to remove 2% of the target's maximum health. This ability can scale up. It starts scaling up at 200 power and it caps out at 400 power. At 400 power, it caps out at 5% per ability. 5% maximum health per ability. Subsequent hits on the same target are going to deal 75% of the bonus damage for the next 3 seconds. We're able to clean up the Scylla. We're going to go ahead and root the Sun Wukong, kind of fall back towards our team. Poseidon's here, uses his ultimate. Khepri uses, oh, that was a Sun Wukong ultimate. Poseidon's able to clean up the Khepri, Mercury dashes in. We missed our one. It was just a little short. And the enemy team surrenders. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.